Oh yes, it's time for the opening round and soon to be the weekend round in the Coven Trials Tournament, Expert and Master Division, obviously for Rookie and Pro too. Here with us, you are able to sign up for our Ultimate Tournament Text Guide for Expert and or Master Division. A lot of fun with the shots in QR, and we hope that you as players will enjoy the shots in opening and weekend round. You can play with free-to-play balls or paid balls. Have in mind as well that you can go to our platform and you can do a one-time purchase if you do want to try out it for one round only and see for yourself. Obviously, the most economical way of going about it is to sign up for any of our 30-day packages. You get access then to all the tournaments within those 30 days. Obviously, you have to make sure that that is included in your package as well. How do you go about signing up then? You scan the QR code on the screen or go directly via the link in the description down below, patreon.com/golfclashtommy. In this video as well, you will see example for Expert and Master Division with a couple of slides. And if you do have any sort of questions, you can always reach out to support@golfclashtommy.com. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, the guides for the tour rotation are starting to get out. You can now get access to a full Tour 11, 12, and 13 guide, where Tour 7, 8, 9, and 10 is coming out very soon as well. Live docs are up and running, so you can get access to all the content we have done immediately, and you can get crushing in tour play. In my opinion, when it comes to tour play, it is the most important time to get, not important, but the best time to get an advantage is in the beginning of the rotation, because that's when you are playing players that are still figuring it out. But here we have the answer for you already, so you can win more than you lose. I'm not sitting here saying that you're gonna win every shootout. You're not gonna drop every hole as well. That would be naive and also a lie if I would be saying so. You have the chance to get close and close enough to win more than 50% of the games, and even, you know, realistically around 60 to 70% of the games. And then with some note taking and stuff that you can do yourself, then you can improve that if you would so like. It's all about being in profit, to win more than you lose, increase coin balance, and also keep your win percentage in a good way, and obviously to climb in the trophy world. All right, let's have a look at some examples of our tournament guides. In Master Division, we are catering to Apocalypse level 5 plus as a driver, or if we do not feel that the Apocalypse level 5 have enough topspin for the particular shot, we do add on information for Extra Mile level 9. So you don't have to have max clubs to follow our shots. And again, you can play free-to-play balls and paid balls as well. In Master, we have the color coding as purple, which is the same as you do have in the game, just to easily know that you're actually playing the right division, because there are people that have both Expert and Master, and it's actually sometimes scary how many players that actually are mistakenly going in playing Expert or playing Master if they're when they are playing actually the other division. But that's a whole other story. We're gonna have a look at the part 3, then we're gonna have a look at something that is a little bit special for our Master guide. We have actually 2 types of guides that you get access to with our Master package. One is called just Master, and the other one is called Master Maxed Club Guide. And the difference between that is that the Maxed Club Guide is giving you purely information for max clubs. And we know that regardless what level of player you are in this game, many of the players playing Master do play with max clubs. But we still wanted to obviously cater to the more lower clubs as well, to give every player a way of attacking the pin with the same type of shot. So what we have done is that we have separated the two. So in the regular guide, we are giving all the information for all the clubs that we're catering to. And then in the Max Club Guide, we are then reducing the information, removing everything that has everything to do with clubs below the max club level. I'm going to give you a perfect example of that once we're taking a look at P4/P5 slide. But here at P4/3, we have the main text, obviously. We do have the aim picture. And we are always trying to put an aim picture that gives you the clearest possible view of what we are looking for. Then we do have the wind angle picture as well. And you can see that we're working with zones when it comes to the wind angle zones. And the reason we work with zones is that they cover in a slightly bigger margin than when we had the arrows in the past. It was way more of a guesswork when it comes to the arrows. Now we do have the zones, which we're very happy with. The wind angle tweaks on top of the picture to help you in that case navigate on what type of tweak you shall in that case do. VPR table on the right hand side, and the VPR table is obviously important in terms of it allows you to not have to use an application to get yourself the number, or it obviously helps you not having to guess something. We have the caddy tip, which is an important part to actually read through on every hole, because it gives you like kind of the key points for the shot. Like in this case, to start with the beginner driver and any side spin 3 ball to set the 3 right spin. Why are we doing that? It's because we do then allow ourselves to remove the need of, removing the risk of getting any accidental topspin or backspin when you're setting the 3 right spin. That brings consistency, and that's what we're looking for. The shot structure on par 3s is important to have a look at as well, because it gives you step by step exactly how we are playing the shot. Now, you don't have to follow that, but there is often an idea behind that, especially when we're doing ball swaps or club swaps and stuff like that. Do you have to follow the wind angle tweaks on the slide? It will help you if you're doing it correctly, absolutely, and it will in general bring more drops to your scorecard. But if you feel that that's too complicated for you, you don't have to follow that. No one is forced to follow anything on the slide, but because a guide is just a guide, we want you to use the portion of the slide that gives you the best, that gives you the information that you're looking for. And if that's with or without wind angle tweaks, if that's with or without VPR table or whatever, then that's definitely something for you to just have in mind, really. So we are going to have a little look at a par 4 and a par 5 slide. We start with this one, and here you can see Apocalypse level 6 plus. On this shot, we do have the information. We have a push-up table because we are using max topspin. We then have the push-up for Apoc 7, Apoc 8, Apoc 6 to compensate for that. Otherwise, the same type of structure here. We do have with the top row, obviously all good information. As you can see there on the left-hand side, we do have the drive information. We do have the right-hand side, we have the second shot information. And when it comes to Master Division, with any type of rare club or any type of common club, so the those type of clubs, we're always having a specific type of EPR table. And you can see that on the table is that it gives you the plus yardage base, and then you do have the rings based off the wind on the right. And we're doing that to allow yourself to not have to use an application once again. So you don't have to leave the guide to just jump into Clash Caddy or Notebook or any other application to get yourself the number, which is so extremely helpful and something that you are saving yourself a lot of time by using. But that's because we are only catering to the max levels of those clubs when it comes to common and rare clubs. If using Cataclysm for an example, we're going to have the similar type of VPR, similar type of table as we do have in Expert Division for an example. Now, pay attention to the drive side, and you can see all the information there for Apocalypse level 6 and 7 and the extra with yada yada yada. Now, look at that, how much that actually changes when we are doing a max club guide instead. You can see that we are removing the push-up information completely. There are other things that's getting removed, and it becomes much more room on the page. This is a particular way of having a max club guide page instead of a regular guide page. But again, this is obviously only applicable for those that do have max clubs. But that's the difference that you are getting with the max club guides, that is removing some part of information that is just not necessary for you in max clubs, and then it becomes so much more air on the page and so much easier to then to follow. Now, our Master Division guides are well known, well appreciated by the majority of the community. We go into Expert and having a look at a par 3 slide to a start, but before that, in Expert, we're catering to Apocalypse level 4 plus as our main driver, which means that you don't have to have a big boy driver, big boy balls to be able to follow the creations that we're doing. And when it comes to the balls that we're using, we free to place and paid ball shots is that you can be found. And here you can see option 2 out of 2 from Paul, which is a free-to-play ball slide, and then we do have a pay ball slide as well to give you. But I wanted to focus on this one in particular because it shows everything that we really want to show. When it comes to expert, it's we obviously have tiers in expert, and in tier 1 and tier 2, just getting a couple of drops can be the difference between, a top 10 to actually a medal, where in tier 3 you generally need to get a couple of more drops to get up there. But regardless what type of player you are, you will see value with our content here. Top row, same as master. For those that watched that, you have all the information there in terms of ball information, caddy tip to give you the good information in terms of ball swaps, other type of very well-known stuff. Let's say that a great would be danger, and we're adding that type of content up there as well. Main text on the slide together with as big pictures as possible. We have the wind angle picture as well for those that want to use that. And I'm saying those that want to use that, you don't have to use that. It's good stuff to try to use and do your best with. But again, a guide is a guide. You decide for yourself what on the page you want to follow. Spin pictures on the left, but otherwise just in general, nice, easy going par 3 slide that gives you all the information that you're looking for. In expert, and especially for those of you that have been watching the slides for master, can see that we are working on with a different type of table on the bottom right, and the reason for that is that we are not just catering to the max clubs on the commons and the rares. So here we are always having these type of tables, which makes you need some sort of application to follow. We have Clash Caddy, Notebook, Windchum, or any other that I can't really think of at the moment. But we do have the left hand side, we have the drive information, on the right hand side we have second shot information. So all that you need to be able to fight for that drop. If we do deem it necessary to have wind angle tweaks on the approach, we add that there too. And then we do have the top row just as normal. Our intention with the type of format that we're working with is that for those players that are playing master and then feel that they want to go down into expert, or those players that play expert and feel that they want to go up to master, should feel a similarity between the two divisions, and being able to just transist over to a different division and feel like that the only thing that has changed is the color coding and maybe the shot creations, obviously, as we're playing from the second tee in expert. But here we don't have a max club guide in expert. It's just not enough interest for that as there is in master. So if you do want to be part of a community with thousands of players being helped every season, regardless if it's tournament, tour play, or checkpoint challenge, then sign up on patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Sign up for 30 days, which is the starting period, and see for yourself how it may or may not improve your game, and then make a decision if you want to continue after that. We are sure, but obviously totally understandable if you have never tried out our stuff, that you want to try before you commit for maybe a longer period. So there we do have it in expert.